Bell with the homies. We got Matthew over here. Mr. Leonard, Joshua himself.
I hope my stomach doesn't explode, honestly, from this. Christ almighty.
Bro, these guys are weak from Taco Bell.
I have a weak stomach, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Okay, so eating Taco Bell actually went wrong. There's currently a bunch of cops around us.
Apparently you can't
But-
eat Taco Bell in a parking
Yeah.
lot.
Apparently it's illegal for 3 dudes to eat Taco Bell together.
Yeah.
Not sitting 5 feet apart.
I think they found me.
Nah, but I think they're with that. They're for that guy in the Honda. So we'll see
Yeah,
what
no,
goes.
Some guy was sleeping in his
I'll
car.
keep you guys updated.
He left. Nothing was really happening. From what we gathered, it looked like the guy was living out of his car. He was shirtless and he was sleeping in the backseat. We think that the store that he was parked in front of us called the cops on him to get him to move, but we're not 100% sure.
Alright, welcome to our new segment of this journal entry. Now, I know I said I was going to record on the weekend, but I just had so much assignments, I just felt overwhelmed, I couldn't do it. But all my assignments are due this Friday, so that means this weekend, hopefully I won't have anything, meaning that I can catch up on the 2 days that I missed this week, I can do this weekend. But anyways, getting into this episode, the 2 news stories we're going to talk about aren't really that crazy, but they're about the Olympics. Now, I'm sure if you guys have been keeping up the Olympics, you guys know that Japan is actually having like some sort of a heat wave right now. It is extremely hot, extremely humid right there, right now in Japan, and I feel bad for the athletes having to play through this. Now, I feel like the Olympics could reschedule games to like a day that's not hotter. If one day is extremely hot and the following day isn't, switch to reschedule the games. Now I know that'll obviously mess everything up because everything's scheduled, but I feel like that's the only way that to not hurt the athletes. Because just a few days ago, I'll put up a picture right now. Just a few days ago, there was like a marathon run or some sort of a running game in the Olympics. I'm not sure which one it was, like 100 meter, 200 meter. I'm not really sure, but every single player after crossing the finish line collapsed, and there was like 15 people just after the finish line just lying on the floor with paramedics from how hot it was. And at that point you're just hurting the athletes, so they got to come up with some way to combat the heat, either moving certain games indoors, putting ice and I guess portable AC units around the field and such like that, just to the most they can do is try to cool it down. But I guess it's the weather. What are you gonna do about it? But in our other story, actually still about the Olympics. Now, I'm sure if you guys were also keeping up with the Olympics at the very beginning, you guys would know that at the very beginning there was this huge trend on TikTok talking about the cardboard beds that the Olympics were giving to the athletes. Now, obviously, at first people were like, they don't want 2 athletes on one bed for COVID-19 reasons, and the bed would collapse if 2 people are on it. But now, going into the Olympics and all the athletes are there, it's looking like the beds can actually hold up to 400 pounds of weight, and they're very sturdy. And the mattresses are made out of these kind of styrofoam-ish kind of plastic things, and they come in 3 different softnesses. So one's really soft, one's a little harder, and one's really hard. And it just shows and the Olympics have come out and said that these beds are not for obviously not to separate people from not sleeping in the same bed. These beds are for how do you say, like it's eco-friendly, because like they got to come up with like 500-600 beds and mattresses, and then they're gonna just throw them away after the Olympics. But like coming up with like cardboard and plastic beds, they can just like recycle them right after the Olympics and right after the players leave. So it's a nice, especially from Japan, where recycling and everything is very big in that country. It shows that they really care about their environment. Alright, so this has been the news segment and this entire journal for today. Once again, it is the 26th of July. It is our 14th journal entry. Now tomorrow, the 27th, will be our 15th journal entry, meaning that we are 50% done this assignment. Woohoo! Party! Meaning we're, 2 weeks away from the end of the semester? Close to the summer break.